weekends, Channel 7 and Channel 11 and Channel 20 if you are in cable. Good morning and welcome. It is Wednesday. It is the 4th day of the month of March, and we start singing, "Oh, when the saints go marching in." Gee, the year is literally on fast forward, but we're trying to keep up, and that's why, because it's Wednesday, we've got a wonderful friends from the Wireman's house, Chris and the rest of the Wireman crew that is here, and we say good morning to you, my dear people.
Morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
From where?
Huh?
From where?
I guess wherever you went to.
Actually, I spent some time burning up my remote in my battery. That's what you do when you're on vacation.
Your remote and your what? Your remote and your battery.
The remote in your battery.
Okay. Says watching TV whole day then.
You get your batteries. That's what you do. You got to keep stockpiling on the batteries, because when the remote batteries finish, you just pull another remote and you go again.
Okay.
But vacation, it is what it is. But we're back doing what we've got to do. It's a Wednesday morning, and there's always something exciting happening at the Wireman's house.
Yes.
I warned you about bringing men in the studio. I saw you. Okay, fine. We cool like that.
Yeah.
But you still decided to carry another one inside there today.
As a special guest. Yeah, that's our special guest.
Of course, there's always something exciting happening at the Wireman's house. Hello, Lady Duncan. How are you?
I'm doing great, and yourself?
I'm supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Nice.
Never a dull moment. You know the last time I was not good, Chris?
No.
Can you guess?
No, I don't know. No.
The last time I was not good, I was at preschool.
That's a preschool.
Yeah, that's the last time I was not good.
That's a very long time.
I think I tried to, the memory coming back.
You're trying to think too much.
Yeah, because I think you would have mentioned that. Give us that story once upon a time.
So you see, it is the truth. I'm better than most politicians. I'm sticking to my story.
Yeah, that's why I say once upon a time.
And a long time ago.
It's a very long time.
That is a long time ago, but of course, that's history. The Wireman's house is present tense.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
What's happening in the Wireman's
All right.
house?
So for the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about safety and health as well. All
Yes.
right. So what we have today is basically to touch about safety, right? Safety, and I know, as the viewers can see, there's a tall guy behind me.
But when you say safety, let's make sure you put it in the context. Safety, what kind of safety? Safety at home, safety on the job?
Safety at the job.
Safety on the job. And you're referring to construction?
Yeah, construction, basically anything you're doing with any project.
Right.
You basically don't have to be with construction.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So as I said, right, so we have a tall guy behind me.
You can't.
You
Can't miss him.
Yeah, his name is Sam.
Sam.
Yeah.
Hello, Sam.
Hello.
If Sam actually answered back, I first man on the hair.
I know about
Sam is not supposed to respond.
Yes. So Sam is actually the first, should I say, item, right, or thing you will see when entering
The Wireman's
house.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, he will greet you.
So he took over from your job as being the mannequin?
Huh? Yeah.
And the mascot.
No.
I understand you used to serve both purposes.
No, I just go back to be the man.
Okay, I understand you used to be the mannequin and the mascot at one time.
Yeah.
Okay, but you moved on.
Right. So what we have Sam here, right? As you can see, is fully clothed. Right. I know we can't see the top of his head at the moment. Right. So he's fully geared, ready for his job.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's start from we start from Sam's feet. Come on, because we can't see his head as yet.
Can't see his head.
We'll take care of his head in soon time.
Yes.
So we talk about safety on the job, whether it's a full construction site or whether or not it's any project.
Any project.
It doesn't matter what kind of project.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I say we starting with the boots, right? So we have the safety boots, or some people might call the steel tip.
You're right.
Right. Steel tip. Right. So we have basically we have 3 different types, right? But we only work with 2.
Right.
Okay. I see it's very light as well.
Well, that's what I'm actually surprised that this one is actually pretty light. Right.
Right, so we have that, right? So the safety boots, we have one available, right? That is 221.06. Okay. Now you can get this one here for $285, and a lot of people is actually liking this one.
This one looks a little bit more trendy in terms,
Yes,
of,
it
in
is.
terms of the color.
Yeah, you know, some people might say, you know, I gonna buy that to go in town, you know, and bust a line. Yeah, because you can never tell it's actually
Well, I can understand because a lot of grillers like to stand up on the sidewalk.
set up on the sidewalk.
Yeah, people go out mine walking and then mashing their toes, so that might probably help them well.
Yeah, so we have this one here as well, right? That is for $385.95. Right? As I said, it's not only could wear for construction, right? I know guys, if you're working with the trucks as well, right? Safety, you know, if you're working hardware as well, and you're dealing with around heavy materials.
And a lot of the guys in the utility companies as well.
Yeah. Yes. Also, airports, these kind of places use these kinds of footwear,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we have it available right now at the Wyman's house.
And affordable prices.
I think once you're into an environment where there's lifting of heavy material, because whether you're indoor and outdoor, because there's some guys that while they're indoor,
Yes.
they actually around a lot of heavy machinery and material and everything.
Definitely.
So I think safety, there's a question of safety.
Yeah.
And the possibility of you having you get in contact with heavy objects, whatever the case might be, you always want to consider, how do I protect my feet? How do I protect my toes?
Definitely. I know sometimes when you're going on certain projects or certain sites, right? Regulation, you must have the proper footwear.
True.
And then you will not be able to actually enter on the compound.
It's interesting you say that because very often there seems to be a challenge in in our local construct where you see guys on construction site with slippers.
Yes.
And you start going.
Because, yeah.
I mean, it's literally a risk. It's a hazard beyond measure.
Yeah.
And I think while we're on the conversation, that should become an ongoing conversation for all builders, contractors, wherever you are. I mean, guys,
Definitely.
take the risk. A block falling. I mean, I don't want to think of a block falling in front of my toe, not even on my toe.
On the big toe.
Yeah, but guys, literally, you see them on construction site, they walk around nonchalantly as though they can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So the next item we have available, we have overalls as well. Right. So this is the overall here.
So
Sam is wearing a complete overall.
Right.
Right. So it's blue, it's a navy blue. Right. It comes in basically 3 sizes. Okay. Right now we have one size available. I can tell you it's going pretty fast. Right. So the sizes is large. That goes for $175. Also we have the medium. All of them is basically the same price. Okay. We have the medium and also XL. All right. As I said, it's blue. Okay, it's a nice navy blue, and it's very comfortable as well. Right. It have side pockets. You could put your pen. Yeah, you could put your pen, and also Sam have his pen. Sam have his pen on. You know,
Right.
Normally he would have his clipboard and stuff. So you say,
But he got demoted.
yeah, you see, no, he's going on TV. So he said, you know,
Or he leave the clipboard at
he leave
home.
the clipboard. He leave the clipboard in the office.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So he also have on his safety vest or Eon safety vest. Right. This is basically.
What's the purpose?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of the vest? Then?
The purpose of the vest, we would have mentioned that last week as well, right? Is basically like a safety caution, then, right? So let's say oncoming vehicles. If a person is basically working in the dark, you know, they're doing night projects, right?
Can
on
be
the road.
highlighted.
So that's one of the reflective ones.
Reflective ones.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And also, as I said, this one, as I said, you can use it if you're walking at the night, if you're a person like to ride your bike at the night as well, right? As I said, it's more safety caution.
And it's not necessarily for you, but for persons oncoming vehicles
Yes,
and persons
definitely.
approaching.
Yes, yes, definitely. It's basically, as I said, now just imagine you like to walk in the night. So like say early in the morning. Right?
Yes.
Some dark environment, or even if a person walking home after work, you know, outside is dark, and they don't really have a street light. I recommend that you put on the vest
The safety vest.
and continue home. Safety is a lot better than than anything.
Bright enough that it can be you can be spotted during the
Spotted,
day.
Yeah, yes.
And the reflective,
On the night.
elements that
Yeah.
you can be seen when it's get dark.
Definitely.
So it's not necessarily just for persons that's in the construction.
No.
I think it's you could safely say it's multi-purposed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And getting back to the point of persons who go walking, and it is a natural risk.
Yeah.
It's a natural risk. Some persons, they don't take much of it.
No.
How do they deal with oncoming traffic? So you're going to walk, you are jogging, and you decide you wear a blue tracksuit or black, one of those dark colors. Well, that you always encourage to wear something bright.
Yeah.
A white in some of those colors, but anything dark, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
But of course, and what they also have as well, I don't know if you guys have them, I've seen those wristbands. The reflective wristbands.
But
No,
we
we
don't
don't
have
have
that
them.
available.
Okay.
Yes. But maybe that's something we can actually look into.
Yeah, I saw them, and I actually find they were actually quite neat.
Okay.
You just plug them on, you put on your wristbands, and you have them on.
Okay.
And they sell them. But for now, for those of you that's just joining us, of course, the tall guy that's about 7 feet,
Yeah.
12, yeah, almost going under 13 to 15. Yeah, that's Sam in the back there.
Sam.
And this one today, we talk about safety,
Yeah.
safety on the job, construction site,
Yeah.
whether it's a major project or just a home project that you're doing.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to just focus now on home project
Yeah.
because very often folks around the house and on a major construction sites, there are protocols
Yeah, definitely.
that you have to adhere to. But very often, folks at home, the issue of protective wear. Let's take for instance, they're cutting the grass. And we mean practical now.
Yeah.
They're cutting the grass. They just assume, well, maybe just cut grass. No eye gear, nothing at all.
Yeah. Well, at the Women's House, we normally sell like weed eaters.
Right.
So that is basically one of our fastest seller. Since we were bringing it, and we now start to bring it in.
Right.
Okay. So what we always recommend people to have, we have glasses as well.
Right.
We have different types of glasses. We have goggles, right, that can actually fit completely over your eyes, your nose, part of your cheeks.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And protect at the side as well. So we have that available. Sam is also wearing glasses, right? He's wearing a dual, right, eye protector. Okay. So
Right.
So Sam, as I say, we can. So let's take it, Sam. I'll just borrow your glasses if you don't mind. Okay.
Right.
And you say no problem.
So that's the protective eye.
Yeah. So that's it's also.
It looks quite trendy.
Yeah. It's also sporty.
Yeah, it actually looks quite
Right?
trendy.
It's also sporty. No, this is not a dark glasses, right? It's semi-dark. You can see very bright. You can wear it in the night,
Right.
in the night as well, indoor, outdoor, right? And also we have a different one which is much darker,
Okay.
right? This is basically for the sun. Right, if you have this person have infected by the very brightest of the sun, we have something that's very dark.
Did you
as
say
well.
infected? Let me just make sure I have my hands on.
Yeah, we have sanitizer.
Oh, that's not. Oh, I swear when you said infected, I was wondering. Let me just make sure. Can I offer you some hand sanitizer as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, while we're on the issue of protection.
Protection. Yeah.
Ms. Duncan, while you're on the issue of protection, make sure that
Thank you.
wherever you go, you keep your hand sanitizer. Yeah.
Sam, do you want some?
No. Waste my thing on Sam, boy. Yeah, well.
Right. So we have this also available at the Women's House. Now this is actually goes for $55.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's basically is rated. Right. So you must wear something that could protect you from the sun as well. Right. As I said, it's also about health as well. Something to protect you from the sun as well. If you're doing any type of work, something like cutting board. As I said, you're weed eating, the dust, the grass, stone coming up in the eye, and it's always good
There's
to
a
protect your eye.
million things that is out there that you
Yeah.
need to protect your eyes from.
Yeah.
Whether you're on a construction site, whether you're home, just doing a simple project, maybe you deciding just to put up, just to nail up some. And you had it on occasion, you just trying to nail a piece of board, and one of these nails they kick back,
Yeah, the kickback. Yeah.
or the head breaks, or something of the sun, and then you realize what is right in front there.
Yeah.
You're literally your eyes.
Yeah.
So I think the conversation about protective wear, and what I particularly like about this one, it is lightweight.
Yeah, it is. Very
And it is trendy, sporty, you know.
Sporty.
So you can decide, you know, just probably going to hang out. Maybe you're going on the beach, or maybe when you are going on a walking cell, and you're not walking in the mid morning. In the night, but you're walking during the evening time.
yeah.
You know, when the sun is up, you can actually use this coat and gear. So I see Sam has his construction hat and everything as well.
Yes, he have his hat. He have his hat available, right? The safety hat. So Sam, we are shipping you today,
Yes, that's true.
right? Sorry about that, yeah, but you know, so we're shipping you today. All right, so we have our safety hat.
Right.
Right. Now, this is also one very important equipment.
Why so?
Right. Now, this is also helping to protect your head from any falling objects. Right. As I said earlier, with the boots, you cannot enter to certain sites, construction sites, without
Without
a
your
hat,
helmet.
Strict protocol.
without it. But if you don't have it, you will not be able to enter. Right.
Right.
And I know on certain sites, right, I don't want to call a name, right, on those sites, and they do a wonderful job when it comes down to safety for the employees.
And not just on construction sites, you know, there's certain hardware locations.
Yeah, definitely.
Where, like in your lumber department and all that, I know in
Absolutely.
some organizations you must. I had an experience literally where we went to shoot the commercial, and we had to go not even anywhere too close to it, but once we entered
Enter.
that zone. It was
You
like,
have to
hey, Joe.
Put it on, yes.
Hats on. And I was really quite impressed because once you hit that particular area, you're never
Definitely.
really quite sure. It may seem
can
to be
happen.
as the safest environment, but you just can't take chances.
I know, and some of these places, they have markings that where you can enter without and where you cannot enter
Right.
with. You know, and as I said, safety, if to any company that preach safety, kudos to you guys, right?
Right.
And I believe a lot of company now, right, need to actually go on the safety side to protect themselves, protect the staff, protect the clients as well. You know, as I said, safety is key.
And you don't even if your company doesn't practice it as a measure of protocol.
Yeah.
It's an investment in yourself.
Definitely.
True.
Yeah.
It's an investment in yourself. For those of you, you're in the construction, you're whatever it is, you're probably in a utility company. I mean, I know most of them locally. I know Grand Lake, of course, they play it. They're very strict on protocol. Flow, those guys, that's all though. But I mean, I think as a whole, we need to get into the habit where even at school, teach your children. I mean, be conscious of the environment, what is around them, what's not around them. Yeah.
Yes. Right. So the next item, you know, we would have talked about this one particularly maybe a few weeks ago. Right. So this is the air defenser, right? Or some people call it air mitten or air cover. Right. So basically this is to protect your ears from actually loud. Right, I can't hear myself, so I don't know if I'm talking.
Well, I suggest you need to get that for some guys that is walking around with let's play some loud, obnoxiously loud music in the vehicle.
I know.
It's a good thing I could read lips. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, you probably need to get that for them.
Yeah, it's a good thing, right? So basically, this is actually to protect your ears from any loud music or any loud equipment that you have, right? Some people might use they have like the jackhammers, right? Or they go in like an engine room, a generator room, right? They're working around loud machines, right? This can actually protect your ears.
And you may think that you've gotten used to it, but not knowing that over the period of time. You've literally you're losing your senses slowly. And I think even for those guys that play the loud music, because you probably ran half of them, they're already deaf anyway. So they're forced to play the music louder because they're no longer hearing it at what is a reasonable decibel.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is, as I said, this is very, very important.
And that is sold for what?
This is sold for actually $60.
Right. And these you can literally buy them as separate items.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you
You can buy them. So I can get the boots, I can get the overall, I can get a vest.
Yes.
I see you have the mask as well. You have the
the helmet.
The helmet, everything,
Yeah.
you can get them individually.
Yes,
And
you
also,
can.
if someone looking for a safety, let's say a safety package,
Right.
we can actually go through those store with you and also create a safety package for you as well.
Well, you certainly don't want you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the Wireman's House. They have everything that you need in terms of safety and everything. They probably need what we need is some safety measures.
Yeah.
When you're in the studio, people just walking in and making signs. They feel so threatened. I need to talk to management about this seriously.
Yeah.
But reminding, we always emphasize contact. How do they reach you at the Wireman's House?
All right, so you can reach us at 443-5577 or 449-5577. Our email address is thewireman'shouse@gmail.com. The new email address is sales@thewiremans.com. All right. And also, we ain't finished with Sam as yet,
What things you have for Sam?
You see Sam have on his harness. Yeah, Sam have on his
Well,
harness.
you and Sam go and get a pole to finish one climb some pole somewhere to finish the rest of that.
Yeah, we have some have on his harness. Right. Now we have two types of harness. Right. What he's have on right now is a 2-point harness. Okay. 2-point harness that goes for $596.
The harness alone goes to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And also we have the 3-point harness goes for $340.
Well, I on the ground. I ain't climbing no.
You climbing? Yeah, but if you're going up on a tall building,
I won't be
protect
able to.
yourself.
Believe me, I won't be able to. If anybody tells you they see me anything, any height that goes beyond a bed, they see me up there, you know I've been kidnapped. Janelle kidnapped me and put me there.
Yeah.
Because I'm officially afraid of heights. So.
Okay.
And that's the truth.
Right.
And that's the truth.
Right.
But certainly Sam is not. Sam isn't afraid of heights. Reminding folks that the whole conversation about safety. Check out the YMS House. Remember they have the construction boots. You have your hats. You have your mask. Not for the coronavirus. Not for COVID-19.
Yeah, but
certainly
we actually this is the rated dust mask.
Rated in terms of what?
No, this is actually the type of dust mask they actually recommend to use for the virus.
And you have them at the Wireman's
We
House.
have
Yes,
them at the
we have them at the
Wireman's
Wireman's House.
Well, I was expecting you to come in and walk in with your. Can I put on my mask now, please?
Right, so we have it. Anybody looking for dust mask, we have it available at the Wireman's House. Right, is the P1 dust mask.
Well, you've got your dust mask, you've got your steel boot, your steel tip boots, and your helmet. I'm just going to wrap on this, and I also have my hand sanitizer. Certainly, I've got it. It was reasonably purchased. I can say to you when I came this morning at the GBN, I received it here.
But I think that is too small because the rate that you're going, you might have to get some more.
That's why I actually bought a few.
About a few.
Yeah, about a few.
About a few.
It's about 25 minutes gone past the hour. You give them your basic numbers. I know they can contact you via the website as well.
Yeah, they can find us on WhatsApp as well as Facebook as well.
And not forgetting, we have appliances selling as well, washing machine, stove, refrigerators, and we also have plumbing materials.
They have Tooth Moon Bagay, the whole kit and caboose. You can find it down there at the Wireman's House. Lives with everything. When you're walking, ask for Sam, and Sam is your guy that's going to ensure that you take care of all of their protective wear. 25 minutes gone past the hour. We take a quick commercial break and we're going to check the folks out at the Wireman's House and I give a little taste of brandy in the meantime.
Storm out careless or intentional bushfires, dead out. Youths, hunters, smokers, let's prevent bushfires. Here's why.
Yeah, bushfires. The shorelands wet, crops should be bushfires. Can lead to food scarcity, threaten biodiversity, cause water shortage, water calamity. Bushfires in watersheds deplete water quality, threaten property, life and security. Bushfires set intentionally, water sanity.
Bushfires can cost millions in losses annually and are often caused by careless or intentional actions indictable under the law. Forests are life-giving. Save them. A message from the Fire Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force and the Caribbean Open Trade Support.
As part of our social media revamp, the GBN is committed on providing accurate information by just one click through our social media platforms. You can now follow our Facebook page at GBN Television, together with our sister stations Classic FM Grenada and Hot FM Grenada. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grenada Broadcasting Network. They say one picture is worth 1,000 words. Now you have the opportunity to follow us on Instagram at GBN_news and our newly added WhatsApp feature to our news and current affairs department on telephone number 473-405-3052. GBN, with you, anywhere, everywhere.
Of this exciting new frontier that, of course, that's taken Grenada by storm. It's exactly 11:30. Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. And we certainly, of course, we want to continue with the mid-morning buzz, and we head straight into our next. And these two wonderful gentlemen from the Caribbean Coding Academy. I know the countdown is on. You have a lot.
Yes.
A lot of that is happening.
Yes.
Some flying drone, others flying kite. What's happening?
Good morning. Welcome, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. We just want to take this opportunity to invite you to an event of a lifetime. It is really, we have taken something as simple as flying kites, and we have transformed it. We have sort of revolutionized it.
Right.
We have added just about everything to this event. So I want, if you're in your room or anywhere, for people in the business community, I want you to get a pen. If you don't have a pen, put your telephone and record. I want to give you some information. On Easter Monday, we will be hosting the event. It's called Kite versus Drones.
kite versus drones.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great transition. It's an opportunity for our kids to fly the kite, and eventually the past, the present, and the drones are the future.
Right.
So we give them an opportunity to get the best of both worlds. They'll continue to fly the little cookery and all this stuff. We'll let them do all those things. We're not going to kill the kites.
Right.
We're going to enhance the kites.
Tradition is going to continue.
It's going to continue. Yes.
Right.
Now, here's the number that I want you to contact to get to your place, because normally at this event there are approximately about 8,000 to 10,000 persons. It's one of the largest family events.
Okay.
Because sometimes we sometimes forget our children. There's a lot of things for adults, but we want to give mothers, daughters, fathers an opportunity to come and spend some time with your kids. It's also the first day after Lent. So if you were fasting, you were not drinking, you wasn't doing all things, the first opportunity, by then Jesus would have rose up again.
Right.
And then so now you can now celebrate the risen Christ. So it's an opportunity to come with your family and spend a long time.
So it's kite versus drone.
Kites versus drone. Yeah.
Well, we had to do. I mean, I could see. So the old folks like you, we're going to be flying our kites.
Yes.
We're going to fly.
I am a kite flyer too, so I'm going to come. But I could only fly cookery. Well, I could only make a cookery.
I have a lacatan.
Okay, right.
I got a piece of plastic, just put a string in it, and I'm running full speed down. But let's talk about, and I like the concept though, because kite flying, it's a long tradition. It's a healthy tradition.
Yes.
That in more recent times though, you've seen it slowly fizzling out. Fading away.
Yes.
But certainly, the era of the drone.
Yes.
It is here.
Yeah. There are tremendous opportunities for our young people to get involved in droning. We do robotics. We are actually the person who runs the drone area component of the Caribbean Coding Academy. Right. Teaches, works with the police, teaches droning to drone safely. So it'd be an opportunity for you to see how it's done professionally. We also, one of the things that we have added to this, which is immaculate, is that Sambo's group of guys that do the car racing at the Grand Anse Mall, the guys that do the car racing. Some of these little remote control cars, they get up to 100 miles an hour. And then we are inviting young persons who have their own remote control car to come up there and do it, come and race, because we're going to set up the track and they can race. And we're racing for cash. So we're inviting persons to. The most important part of this event is that, one, you must contact us at 449-6861. That's right. To register for the kite component. There is will be $1,500 in prize money. So you get for the largest kite, the best kite, cookery, right? So but you have to register. So call us for registration.
What's in it for those flying the drones?
The people in the drones, they will get some free classes. We offer them classes, because one of the things that we want with droning is want it to be done safely, because drones, unlike kites, have frequency. They have to be on certain frequency. We can't just have all of them fly because they'll collide. They have to be done safely. So we are going to show, and the police persons will be there also doing some demonstration with their drones, because Alex, who's the drone guy, he's the one who is going to be in charge of the whole operation. We'll have the car racing, the remote control car racing, which is, it's phenomenal. To see it is a great, and the kids will enjoy it. We have added a flea market. So we invited them, for example, the Made in Grenada exposition, the persons they will all be coming there. So there's an opportunity for you. It's also opportunity for businesses. If you have products for example, that has not been moving or jumping off the shelves,
Right.
and you want to get rid of them. Here's an opportunity to come. It's an economic opportunity for you to come over there because you will be exposed to like 10,000 people.
So it's kites versus drone.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Where and when does it take place?
It's a Easter Monday. It's going to be at the Pearls Airstrip. It's a tradition that's been going on. Flo used to do it,
Right.
and they have offered us the opportunity to take it over and take it to the next level.
Starting what time?
It begins at 10 a.m. and it ends at 6 p.m. So there will be a lot of activities. I mean, there will be there will be an orgy of activities. Just a lot of things are going to take place.
And it is planned as a family event.
It's a family event. It's the kind of event that you can take your kids to. And what we have done is that we have placed a plethora of things on the ground because Pearls, we don't want you to be bored.
Right.
So you come there, you can shop. There will be music.
So whatever your interest is, you can find something there.
Oh man, there's something there for everyone.
And I'm assuming that you want to be encouraging all the young guys to come onto the drones, come onto the RFC, the race, their cars and everything.
Yes. At the Caribbean Coding Academy, I am the IT administrator, also facilitator. So I take this opportunity just to speak about what we do at the academy.
Mm-hmm.
So during our regular operations at the academy, there's our children learn to code. Right now there's Monday and Wednesday from 3 to 4 and 4:30 to 5:30. Then there's our adult learn to code, which currently we have Tuesday and Thursdays, but we're willing to open a class Monday and Wednesday if there are persons available. And the cost for that course is $300 and a one-off $60 registration fee. That course will run for 3 months and a month of projects.
Why coding though? Why the need for it?
Well, basically, we all use phones, laptops, PCs, and we all front-end users. We're not looking into the back end. So then we want to get people into that area, not just be front-end users, learn how to know how the machines actually operate.
Why do I need to? That's so you guys will get paid for. Why can't I just use it and leave it just like that?
Let me just get into one. The beauty about coding is that it's like it or not. If you're not part of it, like the Jamaicans say, you're an idiot. You basically will be an idiot. Things are going to pass you, and you're like, well, gee, I'm unable to do this. For people are unable. The banks to do banking, smart banking. If you may get pretty soon Nawasa. The guys you have to go in the dark try to buy them. Now there's the smart meters that you could just click.
Right.
So you need the technology is coming on board now that you need to learn something about IT. Right? There's so many Alexa, everything that's smart cars, smart homes, smart everything.
And that's the reason why I ask you, because very often some people might tend to think that the technology is for the younger generation.
No.
When in fact, maybe 20, 30 years ago, maybe it targeted the younger generation.
No, everyone.
But that is history.
No.
You interface with it every day. You go to the telemachines. You literally, in my phone, I literally do
all your banking.
All the banking, literally, from the palm of your hand.
Yes.
Literally. So literally, it's a new frontier that everybody needs to get involved in.
Well, the bricks and mortar business are going to, they're not going to completely disappear. But what is happening is that the coding and the any smart device puts everything at your disposal. You can pay your bills. You can, a long time you're going in the line and sit down. Pretty soon, the government, the e-government, that is, you go to the airport, you can fill out, do your, get on the plane, do all this stuff. All your transactions could take place in your robe and your underpants at home. That's the beauty of the technology.
Now that when three gentlemen in the studio starts talking about it, getting involved, talking about the robe and underpants in one conversation, that's when the conversation needs to end. But certainly, as we have gentlemen, again, we'll answer the basic questions in one go. What is the event?
The kite flying event. It's kite versus drone.
Kite versus drone. Where is it?
Pearls Airstrip. It's going to take place on Easter Monday.
Easter Monday.
It's from 10 to 6 p.m. The most important part is that I want all businesses. I want the participants. If you're a kite flyer, you must call us and register. because
And-
there's prize money. So
and what's the number?
number is
What's the number?
449-6861 and 456
456 1560
Again, the number again is 449-6861 456-1568. You must call us. Call and register. I want persons to come to. If you're interested, your business is an opportunity for you to come and make some money.
Well, I think that's the information we got to pull the plug on this one. Remember, this kite versus drone, and sure you call the Cordon Academy and register. It's going to be a real Easter extravaganza up there at Pearls. You don't want to miss it. It starts at 10 in the morning. Take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on the other side with the mid-morning buzz right here on Classic in the Morning Time.
This is a plastic bag. From February 1st, these bags are not to be used when shopping for food. So here's what you should do. Refuse plastic. Instead, bring your own reusable shopping bags and say goodbye to plastic. Choose to refuse plastic. Walk with
70 minutes onto the hour of 12 o'clock, Grenada. It's your boy JC here with you, and we're getting ready for another mega gospel event that takes place every year, and it's been around since time memorial. First started years ago, of course, organized by Jade, and started years ago in the old Queen's Park. So when I tell you that, Ms. Jessamy, we know of that gospel expression, well, Jade to start with, because gospel expression will be the newer face of it.
Right,
But
of
course,
Gospel Splash.
Gospel Splash.
Right.
And the Jade Band has been around for quite some time. We dotting the I's, crossing the T's, we're getting ready. Set the tone for me, for us. What can we expect this year?
For a Sunday, it's going to be something very different. And, well, one of the big differences is that it's going to be in Big Parish, St. Andrew.
First time,
for the
is it?
first time.
Yeah.
Yes, for the first time. And it's going to start from 10 in the morning, so that's a first as well.
Right.
Because we're going to be having a time, it's a Sunday, so it's going to be a grand time of worship and praise and messages, sermons, little sermons between.
Right.
So we don't want people to feel badly if they have to leave their church and come to Progress Park.
Because I mean, you said Sunday, and it still didn't quite kick in as yet. Sunday, and I'm
Yes.
like 10 o'clock Sunday
It
morning.
is Sunday morning, and we have a number of churches that are on board with us from 10 o'clock. Yes, they decided to close their church. I'm guessing they'll put a sign on the door that says meet us at Progress Park.
At Progress Park.
Yes. So that's how it's going to be this year. And right after that, after it's about 1 o'clock, we're going to start the concert part of it. So
Okay.
then the other bands will come on and we'll have special guests and so on.
The highlight, of course, is going to be Jade's Gospel Band.
Yes.
And of course, you know the old band, the days of Freddie and Johnny.
So
and
Johnny
all
is still there. Matthias
Yes.
is still there.
Yeah.
I think those are the ones that are still foundation members.
They're
as they
still
say.
there.
Yes.
Right. But the band has evolved. But in terms of the message and its mandate, that remains the same.
That
hasn't it?
remains the same. It remains the same, yes. And as we said, so that's the biggest event that Jade has. And of course, they try other ways to give back. And something I never mentioned, but I think is really important, is that many of the young guys who are doing sound today Sunday have, that had their start with Jade. They got the little, start doing the sound thing. And they're inviting people, the young fellas especially, because we know they're the ones who are most involved in sound, to come out and just hang around and see what's going on. We're going to be having someone coming in from Barbados as well, just help the guys. Not like our guys are not good, but, it's always good to get some a little help here and there.
Spread, keeping the knowledge alive. Nothing.
Yes, so that's a little aside. But we're just inviting, everybody, the whole family. We have children's attractions as well, and we just expect everybody to be there. We're going to be having lunch on sale, Sunday lunch on sale, not just any lunch, like real Sunday food.
Right. So you don't have to worry about. I'm leaving home 10 o'clock. I'm going to be late. I'm going to go in for the second half because I have to stay with cook and all of that.
Right, so they can come. It's a one stop for Sunday.
One stop. You can always pretend normally for those maybe you probably go convention. You have this gathering. I think it's a nice opportunity to break from tradition.
Right.
Yeah. Because we always assume that, of course, to get the message of the gospel, it means we have to confine ourselves to the four corners of the building.
Right.
Of the
Good.
building.
I like that you said that.
Yeah,
yes.
But it goes way beyond that.
That's right. Yes.
Take the message outside.
And that's what we need to be doing, actually.
Yeah.
Because if we follow what Christ's mandate was, he said to go into the world. Yes. He didn't say to stay in the church, in the building, according to you. Yes.
So it's put up by Jade, the gospel expression, and there should be a number of local bands.
Yes, we have a number of local bands. We have bands like I Praise, which is a group from the Adventist Church and various churches, not just one Adventist church, but various churches that have come together. And we also have Prophecy Inspirationals. We have Chantamel Worship Team. We have All Anointed that we know about too. Touch of Grace that many people know. Yes. Royalty Gospel Band, Life Changers. And then we have two guests from overseas. We have John Yard from Barbados and we have Shane Risen from Trinidad. So those are our overseas people this year. Yes.
Why does that sound as All Horizon is coming?
Yes.
I mean, our GBN gospel challenge.
Yes. Oh! Okay,
well,
Joseph, yes.
When all of a sudden the GBN posse gets excited.
Yes, that's your people. Yes, so yes, he's going to be here as well. And we're so excited for what is going to happen. I expect that next year people wanted to go back to St. Andrew. I'm expecting that.
I think it's always good, to move it away from. You started at Queen's Park for many years.
Right.
Then we used to be at the court.
It was in the Tantine Court one time. Then once I remember it was at the Botanical Garden.
Botanical Gardens, yes.
Then it moved to Camerhorn Park for a while.
It has the whole gospel splash as we know it, as we used to know it, and what it is now. It has evolved, right? But certainly, as we said initially, the original mandate of taking the message in the music,
right?
Yeah, to play off of Terry,
yes.
Taking the message in the music to the people, that remains a constant.
That remains a constant. And I was just speaking with someone outside, and maybe you'd see Jade other places because sometimes we think it's only about gospel expressions or gospel splash at the time, but they also they go to various churches from time to time and they play the music there and so forth. So it's not only for gospel expressions, but other times. And you may be hearing of them more in the community as we go on, as we move on after gospel expression. But this time it's about gospel expression on March 8th.
I know would there be any exhibits and all of those sort of things?
Yes,
I know in the past you've had elements of those.
Right, so yes, there'll be stalls with art and craft, and also, as I said, children's attractions like face painting and horse riding and go-kart riding and that kind of thing. That will also be part of it.
Indeed, it's going to be a family event, a mega family event. Again, I did tell me, so let's get the dates right.
Okay, so it's March 8th. It's Sunday coming. Right.
Hold on, let's not say March the 8th.
Right.
Because March the 8th, because you said March the 8th, and I don't trying to think about.
You're thinking I might have to come back here
March
again.
This weekend, Sunday.
Sunday, 8th March. And it starts from 10 in the morning And I like to say what Matthias said. On paper, we're going to end at 5:30 p.m.
That's on paper.
Right, on paper.
But when you get there, according to your people, we want you to face.
Right.
Once we get there,
that's
the square is going to move and we're just going to have
yes, we're going to have fun. Yes, we're going to have a lot of fun with all the bands that we have lined up. And of course, GBN's Shane.
Well, look at that. The rising crew, we got to go and shake a leg.
Yes.
So again, reminding you, Grenada, it is gospel expressions. For those of you old school like me, yes, it's your old boys, your Jade boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're moving from the Queen's Spark gospel, from gospel splash, and now it's gospel expression.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we're agreeing that we're still making a splash with the gospel, but we're expressing it quite differently.
Oh wow! Yes, what a way to put it.
We're expressing it quite differently.
Yes.
Quite a mix again. Remind us a lot of local bands.
Yeah. So the bands we have here again are Life Changers, Royalty Gospel Band, Touch of Grace. We have All Anointed, I Praise, Chantamel Worship Team, Prophecy Inspirationals, and of course Jade Gospel Band, and our overseas guests.
Jade
John
Gospel
Yard
Band. And I'm happy, of course, that this we could say for the first time that you've done the crossover, that you have, it's not just the Pentecostal folks within the Pentecostal assemblies.
Right.
Full gospel is there. You have a lot of us from the Adventist church as well. Of
We
course,
do, yes.
it is on a Sunday.
Yes, well, right.
It's
So
on a
yes,
Sunday. It is on
yes,
a
that has helped with
Sunday.
that. Yes.
So remind you guys, it's happening. The place to be this Sunday, 10 o'clock. It is at Progress Park. It is gospel expression. It takes place at Progress Park. It's a full day event, family fun-filled event, and you certainly want to make sure that you go out there and be part of it. Before we wrap, tickets? Oh, what's the
No
cost?
tickets. It's all free for you.
Yeah, Grenadians, all free, of
Except
course.
for the food.
Except for the food. And of course, there'll be, as she said, there's going to be a Sunday lunch.
Right.
Yes, I know you're probably thinking you're going to go up there and spend the whole day and eat
Get some chicken and chips. Oh, no.
But there is going to be chicken and chips.
Of course, we must have chicken and chips.
There's going to be chicken and chips.
Right.
Because the fact, once you're in the open pasty and eat chicken and chips.
That's right.
But you can get your Sunday lunch.
That's right.
We're going to get you Sunday lunch. Folks, that's the way it's going to be. We have to wrap up this because we're getting ready for the midday edition, a production of a News and Current Affairs Department, and will be presented by the man, Tony Julian. But of course, while you're in it, get yourself in gear this Sunday. It happens at 10 o'clock. Progress Park, it is gospel expression put on by Jade Gospel Band, and of course, a host of local artists and two wonderful overseas artists, one from Barbados and out of Trinidad. Yeah, our boy Ryzen. Tony, do you remember Ryzen? Tony seems
came with one cup.
Tony seems a bit lost. Anyway, folks, this is where all good things must come to an end. Remember, as I say to you, if life hands you some peppers, make yourself some pepper sauce. It hands you some stones, open a quarry. And of course, on everything as it hands you Tony J, it means you're getting ready for the midday edition, a production of a News and Current Affairs Department. Live life, love life. Treat today as though it's the last day on planet Earth, and you sleep and wake up and you realize you're still alive. You start living life all over again. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. I'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, see you
Grenada,
Sunday.
I'll see you on Sunday. JC's
Right.
going to be there. The whole kit and kibbutz is going to be there. We make way for the midday edition. I'm out of here.
Part of our social media revamp, the GBN is committed on providing accurate information by just one click through our social media platforms. You can now follow our Facebook page at GBN Television, together with our sister stations Classic FM Grenada and Hot FM Grenada. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grenada Broadcasting Network. They say